Hey y'all, get out the Instant Pot. We're making elote and barbecue ribs. Don't buy minced garlic from the store anymore because I'm going to show you how to make your own, and it's so much better. We'll use this to marinate our ribs, and anything left over we'll put in a mason jar. Start by peeling all of your garlic cloves and adding them to your blender. I'm going to take my knife and flatten the clove a little bit. That way when I cut off the end, the peel comes off a lot easier. See? Just like that. That large bulb gave me about a half a cup worth. Now I'll add a little less than 1 teaspoon of salt. And a little less than a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Blend this all together and you've got yourself some freshly made minced garlic. See how easy that is? And it makes all the difference. Now we're going to prep our ribs before we marinate them in salt and minced garlic. I made a little slit in the membrane so that I can wiggle my knife in and get better leverage to pull it off. Once you can get your fingers underneath it, it comes off pretty easily. I've heard a lot of people swear that taking this off makes the ribs so much better. To be honest, I didn't really notice that big of a difference, so if you can't get it off, it's not a big deal. I like to keep my seasoning pretty simple, just salt and garlic, but you can use 20, 30, 50, however many spices you want. But no matter how many you're using, just make sure that you get both sides of the ribs. After I spread everything on, I'll put it in my Pyrex dish and let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. While the ribs are marinating, we'll get started on the elote, or Mexican corn. All you need is 1 cup of water, and you'll cook it without the husk for 1 minute. And you'll need your trivet. After it's done cooking, we'll add mayo, Parmesan, and your favorite hot sauce. The corn cooked for 1 minute and I did a quick release. They turned out beautifully. Take them out and set them to the side. I pulled the ribs out of my fridge and they smell so good. Now it's time to get cooking. Since these are extra meaty ribs, I'm using a full cup of apple cider vinegar. If your ribs are a little thinner, you could use half a cup of apple cider vinegar and half a cup of water, or you can use a cup of apple juice. You'll need your trivet for this too. You don't want the ribs sitting in the juice. Load it up and make sure it's set to sealing. We'll cook for 25 minutes and let it naturally release for 5. I covered a cooking sheet with some foil and I'll put a cooling rack on top because these bad boys are going in the broiler. I watered down my barbecue sauce before I put it on because otherwise it'll come out really thick. After I put on the barbecue sauce, I'll broil them on each side for about 10 minutes or until I start to see them char. I don't think it really matters what side you start with, but I like to do meat side down first. These came out so tender, look, the bones are already falling off. Side 1 has broiled very nicely, so I brought in my special little helper to help slather on some more barbecue sauce for side 2. We're over here putting those painting skills to work. While the ribs finish broiling, I'll show you how I put together the Mexican corn. Be careful, it could get pretty messy. I didn't have enough mayo in the first bottle, so I'm using Hellmann's. Use whatever kind you have. Make sure you get a nice layer all the way around. We used to add the Parmesan over a plate like this, but it was too messy, so we started using these wider bowls and it works so much better. Using Parmesan from a shaker also works really well too. No matter what you use, make sure that there's a nice layer to it. Now it's time to add your favorite hot sauce. I'm going with Cholula chili garlic. If y'all haven't tried this, this is a game changer. The garlic makes all the difference. Whoops, be careful pouring it. Just add a few dashes all the way around. Now you've got yourself some homemade elote. I hope you enjoyed cooking with cariño.